freely with everything that I have. And when you hear this sound, whenever we're going live, you know that I'm live and in living colors. I don't know how many colors you're going to see. You're going to see the background is going to have a lot of colors. Not, I was looking at, my mom would look at me this morning and say, she loved black, you see, man. I remember once a church sister came to me while here in Canada. She came to me and she came to me. I remember I was on the praise team and she came up to me and she said, how you like wear black so? Stop wearing the black. And it's not that I don't see it as a mournful color. My mom does not like black. Oh my goodness. I don't think she owns anything black other than maybe shoes. But she doesn't like black any at all, to the point where when we were you're planning a funeral and you say, all right, my mom made sure to put in her piece, no black, so but if it's left up to me, it would be black. I think black is nice. Black goes with everything, anything. How are you guys doing? We are now live and in living colors on Facebook and on YouTube. So I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to all our listeners, to all our viewers from across the nations of the world. All the nations of the world. We are here. We are here. We are here. Jump on if you want to see. I wouldn't even say what I look like because I know you guys know what I look like already. Right? Good morning to you, Sister Stephanie. Good morning. How are you doing? How are you doing? Sister Stephanie is always one of the first ones to jump on. She's on YouTube. So good morning to you. So good to have you jumping on to the morning flow. And just in case we have any first-time listeners or any first-time viewers here this morning, welcome to the morning flow. Welcome to the morning flow. I am your host, Odette Thompson. You love the rap? Yes, I've been told. Yes, thank you, Sister Stephanie. Thank you. She said she loved the head wrap. I remember the first time I wore it to church. You know what? To be honest with you, I think I've had the wrap going since September when my dad died. It's a long story there. So, all right. So, I remember one Sunday I had gone to church and so we don't wear hats, right? So, had the wrap on and somebody sent me a private message and said, Pastor Odette, what's going on? What's going on with the head wrap? You're rassing? And I'm like, I'd be cracking up in the service, because for some strange reason, the message was sent right in the service, right? That people tend to do that during the service. And, sometimes I look down on my phone or I look down on the device and I'm like, wait until service over, no man. You're going to have me cracking up in front of the people. I'm going to be laughing like crazy because I can't hold my face, But no, I'm not rassing, right? It's just it has brought comfort since the death, and I think maybe I'm using it a symbol of me grieving. I guess I don't know. Yeah, but I'm liking it too, Sister Stephanie. I'm liking it too. I think it suits me, don't it? I mean, look at I think it suits me, don't it? Yeah, it suits me, don't it? Yes. All right, guys, I want to welcome. Yes, I think so too. My mother will not agree with you. Sister Stephanie says that anything in black is always beautiful. Whether we believe it or not. I agree with you 100%. My mom will not agree with you because, nope, she just don't like it. But again, good morning and good afternoon to all our listeners from across the nations of the world. It is just so wonderful being with you here this morning, my HGG family. I see you on the radio side of things. And for those of you who are on Facebook and on YouTube, go and tell your auntie, uncle, cousin, sister, friend that we are live and we have the segment Balancing on Purpose. I know I haven't had it in a while, but we are back and we have a wonderful guest this morning. We have a guest from right here in Canada, right here in Alberta. So we have our guest coming on this morning. For those of you who may have seen the flyer, our guest this morning is Erica Burnett. And if you've been paying attention, she was our guest on Monday. I had her on, and I had her on the segment Higher Hits, and we talked about the book that she wrote recently. And you know, when something nice, you just have to do it twice. Yeah. So she is back with us here on HGG Radio. And we're going to be talking about balance. And you know how it is when we have balancing on purpose. We talk about balance. What is balance and how we do it. How we do it. You know, the scripture that I have that goes with the segment Balancing on Purpose is 3 John 1 and verse 2. It says, Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospers. So we're not one-sided. And you have to remember that man is tripart. So, you know, some persons are super spiritual and then the other side laps. But then you have some people are super fleshly and then the spirit man dead. We're talking about balance here this morning. And so we're going to be talking to Erica this morning. We're going to be talking about balancing on purpose. All right. So I'm going to bring her on. Enough of me talking. I think I'm filling in for yesterday and today. Enough of me talking. But welcome, 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 everyone. Just go ahead and tell someone to jump onto HGG Radio this morning. We're closing out the week with this wonderful segment talking to this beautiful lady about balancing on purpose. And there she is, folks. Welcome, Erica.
Thank you so much, Pastor Odette. It is my pleasure being here this morning again.
It is indeed a privilege to have you on HGG Radio one more time with us here, live and in living colors. And how are you doing today?
I am doing great. It's a beautiful day.
What's the weather like down there in Calgary? You're not
You're
going to.
checking in again.
I'm pushing you in Calgary.
So it is around about 10 degrees this morning. A little bit colder than when we spoke on Monday. But yesterday was absolutely beautiful. It felt like summer. We were at 21 degrees.
What?
Yeah.
What? Oh, Lord. And then that would be one of the case that my girls would use to tell me why I should move from Edmonton. But it's all right. You know, it won't last forever and I will dress appropriately. But it's so good to have you with us this morning. Good morning, Jennifer. How are you doing? Seen Jennifer jumping on. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We have the segment Balancing on Purpose this morning. And we have our guest, Erica Burnett, coming out of Alberta, Canada this morning. She's going to be talking to us. She's going to be talking to us this morning about balancing and how she does it. You know, when we have someone on, they're always multifaceted. And so, you know, we want to know how they do it with all of the hats that they wear. How do you do it? And so, you know, if we jump into the dictionary definition of the word balancing, it says it's to be in a position where you will stand without falling on either side. That's what balancing means. It says to be in a position where you stand without falling to either side. And that's what balancing means. You're not leaning to the left, to the right. You're in total alignment. So when we look at purpose in of itself, it's the reason for which something is done or created, right? Purpose is the reason for which something is done or created. And so, we're talking about balancing on purpose this morning. So, again, our guest is out of Canada, and we're talking to Erica Burnett this morning. And it's just so good to have you on. And I know that you are multifaceted. You and I have had a few conversations, and even in the conversations that we've had, we recognize that it takes almost more than 24 hours to do what you do. I know you alluded to the fact that, when you were writing your book, that you stayed up in the nights when everybody else was sleeping. And a lot of persons don't know that when you are multifaceted. You make the most of the 24 hours, you know, and so that is how you get to accomplish all of the things that you have accomplished. So we're going to go right into the meat of it this morning, Miss Erica. We're going to go right into the meat of it. And, she is a child of God. She's a child of God, and she is representing the kingdom of God in everything that she does, in everything that she says. She makes sure that she is representing the kingdom of God. So, Erica, I'm just jumping right into the meat of it. What inspires you?
Okay, the main thing that inspires me is transformation of lives, to see lives transformed. And this can be through growth, through seeing others achieving their goals, also overcoming obstacles, and basically just seeing others living their best lives.
Okay, so she likes to see everybody wins. I love it. I love it. No competition. Yeah. No pull down. She wants to see everyone wins. I like that. I really do like that. It's not very often that you find somebody that says, I want to see everybody wins. And so that speaks even to your character. All right. So I mentioned also that you are a child of God. And so, representing the kingdom of God is very important. And most persons, when we talk about representing the kingdom of God, they tend to think about Sundays, or they tend to think about Saturdays whenever they go into the physical house to worship, right? For ministry, where you are concerned, is ministry only on a Sunday?
Absolutely not. Ministry is basically, I would say, how we live our lives daily, wherever we are, how we treat others, how we display the fruits of the Spirit, gentleness, self control, and the joy that people sees in us, that they also, can wonder, why is she so joyful? Where does this joy comes from? And to the point that they will ask, you're so joyful, what makes you so joyful? And also just being kind in general, and showing goodness, displaying self-control in conversations, even when they're not going the way you want to. So ministry is how we live daily. It doesn't have to be on a Sunday, it doesn't have to be on a pulpit.
I like that part. I know I'd asked about the Sunday, but I like how you interjected. It doesn't have to be on the pulpit, because, a lot of persons don't understand that some persons will not go into a church to hear a message preached, but they will look at your life and what you exemplify. So, folks, you're hearing it right here on HGG Radio. We're talking to Erica Burnett this morning, and we're talking about balancing on purpose. Ministry in of itself, it's not about, what a lot of people think, the fanfare. You get up there and you hold the microphone to preach or to sing. No, 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 no. It is about your daily walk. What do you show people? Do you show them Jesus? So I'm loving what you're saying, and I know that you're down there and you are exemplifying the kingdom of God in all that you do. All right. So right now, as we talk, um, I know that you are a financial coach. You're
Mhm.
in the financial industry, and you're also a mom, and you're a wife. You're an author. Lord have mercy. And I know that there may be other things that I'm leaving out. But you know what? Before I even jump to that, what advice would you give to someone that is trying to find their purpose?
Okay, so I'm happy that earlier you defined what purpose is. And so what I would say is first, people should discover their gifts. What are the gifts that they have? And when they also discover what you're passionate about, what makes you thrive, and with that, use that to serve others, use that to basically impact the lives of others. And we cannot go without prayer. And of course, we need to pray also to ask God, what is our purpose? Why did He create us? What does He want us to do?
So go back to the manufacturer.
That's right.
Okay. All right. So in the event you have not yet found your purpose, in the event you're still looking, you're still wondering, it's never too late to go back to the manufacturer and say, hey, you're the one that created me. Why did you create me? Why am I here? Everyone is uniquely made for a purpose, for such a time as this, right? And for such a time as this, Erica has been brought here on HGG Radio. Good morning to you, Pastor Clive. How are you doing, sir? All the way down there in Otrius, Jamaica. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. All right. So, in finding your purpose, you have to go to the manufacturer. You have to go back to the maker. He'll know why he made you, right? When somebody's making a cake, you know why you make the cake. Somebody's going to be hungry and you want to feed them with the cake. All right. So, Erica, I alluded to the different hats that you wear. So, in being a financial coach, advising persons, families, individuals on how to get financially ahead in this time and in this season, I know that takes a lot out of you because you have to be very aware of what is happening in the in the country at the time. If there are any changes, interest rate changes, any of that happening, you have to keep abreast. Then you are a wife, and you have that's ministry in of itself, and a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people don't know that it is ministry in of itself, right? So if you're not ready for that ministry, don't go and take it up. Yeah, stop looking at the dress, stop thinking about the cake and the bridesmaids. Yeah, because it's a ministry. All
Mhm.
right, so you have your financial coaching, you have your husband that you have to minister to, you have your daughter that you have to be a mom to. You're now an author. All right. So, is there anything else that I left off?
Well, my husband and myself, we serve in our local church as small group leaders.
All right. So, small. So, they're going to be calling you for financial advice. Your daughter is calling you mommy. Husband is calling you honey. Then if somebody's calling you about the book, they want you to come and speak somewhere about your odyssey to Canada. And now we're looking at persons at church calling you. All right. So I want to know, how do you balance everything that you have going on? I know you have 24 hours just like the rest of us, but how do you balance everything that you have going on?
Okay. So let me add, it's not only a daughter, it's all I also have a son. So I have two calling mommy.
Oh, I met your daughter.
Yes, I also have a son. So how do I balance all of this? So I always have to prioritize. And I think about what I would say the five F's that are important to me, which is my faith, family, finance, having fun, getting a little fitness in there, and freedom. And through categorizing those areas, then I strike a balance. I know I have to spend time with God, and um, to also to do whatever ministry. And even though I am a small group leader, it is not always even doing ministry like that. Sometimes people just call me, they want me to pray with them, they want to talk to me, they want to be encouraged. And when I think about family, it's important also that I spend time with family. My children are still young to groom them, so spending time with them is important. And also, I have to find that time also for my husband, for us to have our alone time. And finance, I'm an entrepreneur, so I have to work, I have to manage my time uh, in the midst of everything, getting enough hours in to make money, of course. And all work and no play makes Jack or Jill a dull boy or girl. So I'm a fun loving person. Fun must be a part of my life. And I get that in fitness. I'm still working on that a little bit, but I do get some fitness in. I enjoy taking my walks. I'm not a gym rat, but I enjoy taking my walks. And freedom, just freedom of time to do what I want to do when I want to do it.
All right. So we heard the word prioritize, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. You have 24 hours in the day, and you need to not spend the entire day on the couch watching Netflix. Yeah. You have to know what is important, when it is important. But I love the 5 F's that you listed. So, in the event your life is out of balance, folks, these are some little nuggets that you can take away today from Erica. You said, faith, we have to put God first. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, yeah? And his righteousness, and then everything else is going to be added to you. So, her faith is important. Her faith is important. Then you have family. Then you have her finances. A lot of us do not consider finances to be important, but it is. Or is it going to cut off the light? Yeah. So then we look at fun. Balancing it is a delicate thing to keep. And so if you don't balance well, you might end up burnt out. So you have to put that in, and then the freedom part of it. So I'm sure that being a financial coach, this is where everything ties in to say, hey, you're gonna talk to somebody about having financial freedom. It's like, you want to have fun, you want to make sure that your finances are lined up, that in the event you want to go and have an early retirement, so this is where it comes in. So guys, the 5 F's: faith, family, finance, fun, and freedom. That is how she does it. That is how she does it. So I hope that you are taking notes today, that in the event you are not sure as to how to balance it all, you prioritize and do it this way. All right. So, Erica, what is your biggest accomplishment to date?
I would say that is leaving my 9 to 5 job and going into the financial industry as an entrepreneur. Now, why I say this is my biggest accomplishment, it's for several reasons. One is that to work in the financial industry, you need a license to do so. I left my 9 to 5 without a license. And of course, that was a move of faith because of the vision that I saw in the business that I do. And on the basically my in the first month, I was promoted, and within 5 months, I was what's the word I'm looking for? I was selected as one of the top 5 in my category across North America. And whilst doing that, I am leading a team of, say, around about 10 people, which I elevate lives one family at a time. So I would say that is my biggest accomplishment so far.
Okay, okay, okay. I love it. You took a leap of faith. You turned into Abraham and you took a leap of faith. You went into it without the license. What? Girl, you know how many persons would sit down and say, no, I need to have the license. I like that. I like that. You know, and see, this is where the five F's come in, folks. So you're here, and she did it in faith. And so, with your biggest accomplishment to date, being able to leave your 9 to 5, now being a financial coach, leading a team, um, how how do you tie that in? I know this wasn't one of the questions that I'd sent to you. How do you tie that in with ministry? I just felt like asking you that. How do you tie that in with ministry?
Okay. So, as I mentioned earlier, ministry is not just within the pulpit, right? It's how we live daily. So, of course, people, when I meet with, be it clients or sometimes even my team, sometimes the meeting doesn't go as planned, because a part of what I do is rapport building. In rapport building, sometimes people express things that has to be dealt with before going into what we're really meeting about. And that sometimes means encouraging people, you know, be hopeful, look at the brighter things, look at the brighter side of life. Things will change, things will get better, that sort of thing. Encouraging and inspiring. Sometimes I even have to do a small prayer with them on the line just to ensure, because sometimes they ask for it, right? And that is how I incorporate what I do with my faith, with ministry.
Okay, wonderful. You do not separate the two. That is awesome. You know, some persons do separate the two, and they're one person at work, and then there's somebody else at church. They're one person with their church family and somebody else with their work family. And I like how you incorporate the two. But Erica, with your biggest accomplishment and with everything that you have going on, what do you wish you had known then that you know now?
To have more self-belief, to be more confident in myself. I'm one of the biggest critics of myself, and I'm still learning to go a little bit easy on myself, to understand that even while I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm still improving, and I am still developing confidence, and I'm still improving myself.
I like that. Being gentle with yourself. You know, sometimes we bash ourselves so much
Mhm.
and we don't understand that we're all learning, we're all growing. Yeah. And we will be gentle with everybody else but ourselves. You know, so I like that you have come to that acknowledgement. And so going forward, I'm sure that you're gonna love yourself more for it. Is all right, Erica, you know, like, okay, it is what it is. Just don't be too hard on yourself.
Mhm.
And so, folks, when you're going through life and things happen, you know, I know that oftentimes we are our biggest critique. And you think about, you know, you look back at something, it's like, you look back at a conversation, you say to yourself, I should not have said that. I shouldn't say it that way. But I like how you interjected that part about being gentle with yourself. So, you know, if there's someone out there and you're not recognizing how harsh you are with yourself, take it from Erica. She learned it and now she's moving forward, being very gentle with herself, recognizing that she's growing and she's learning. Yeah. And we're all growing and we're all learning. So be gentle with yourself, folks, while you're on this journey. Be gentle with yourself. All right. So, folks, we're talking to Erica Burnett this morning. This is Balancing on Purpose. We're talking about the many different hats that she wears. We want to know how she balances, how she's doing it. And, she mentions that she is a financial coach. So, we're open here at HGG Radio. We always here for the hookup, right? So, you want some financial advice, you're here in Canada. I'm sure Erica can talk to you where whatever province you're in, she can talk to you. And I think also for the states too. So for those of you who are in the states, for those of you who are in Canada and you need some financial advice, yeah, we can talk. You can talk to this lady. So just send in the information, the question. Like, you know what? I have a question. We can hook you up, man. We have a financial advisor here that will give you some wonderful financial advice as you go on life's journey. Because my people perish for lack of knowledge. A lot of the times we don't do because we don't know. So we have a financial coach here. So in everything that you're doing, you're playing baseball, basketball, whatever it is, you get a coach, don't it? Yes. So for your finances, in the event that you don't know what to do, where to turn, we have one here. So always you can connect with us at HGG Radio. We can always get you connected with Erica. Erica, you talk about the husband, you talk about the coaching, you talk about church and the children and the book. Erica, is there something that you're not good at?
Yes. I'm not good at sports.
You're not good at sports.
No.
What sport are you not good at?
Any sports at all. I just feel clumsy playing any sport.
No, man, that don't sound right. You're from Jamaica. That don't sound
I
right.
know.
Jamaicans in the house. That don't sound right, don't it? Don't sound right at all. Not one.
No, when I was younger, but like if I should try to do anything now, I just feel so clumsy.
Oh lordy. So come lunchtime let's say primary school, come lunchtime, you were not on the playing field. You weren't playing.
Well, in those days, little dandy shandy and those little things, of course. But anything otherwise, a little netball, that sort of thing. No, I'll play it, but I just don't feel right.
Okay, so she's going to be the cheerleader, folks.
Yes.
We have a cheerleader in the house, so she's gonna be on the side and she's gonna be cheering us on. All right, for those of us who are athletic. All right, so I am loving it. All right, so I know where to position you on the field now. So she says she's not good at sports. So all right, we're not going to just put you in the stand. You're going to come and you're going to cheer us on. All right, so folks, we're talking to Erica Burnett, and she is an author that just wrote her book. We were talking to Erica on Monday, actually. I hope that you guys were on when we had that conversation. The book that Erica wrote, it is called An Immigrant's Odyssey to Canada. All right. So, Erica, just to touch on the book a little bit, I know we talked about it on Monday. So, to touch on the book a little bit, it is about your experience moving from Jamaica to Canada. You hear the word Odyssey, people. So, it's a journey, it's a trip, it's an adventure. So, the book outlines what she had gone through when she was coming here to Canada. Yes, it is an adventure. I tell you, listen, me people. So, in writing the book, An Immigrant's Odyssey to Canada, um, do you find that you're more knowledgeable now and in a position outside of the book to give persons advice as to what to do when they are leaving their country to, say, Canada?
Oh, yes, 100%. I am. Yes.
Okay. Okay, 100%. All right. So folks, I indicated that she wrote the book because I want you guys to go and find the book, An Immigrant's Odyssey to Canada. We have our sister here who is multifaceted, many hats that she wears, and we're going to support her. And we're going to go and find the book, An Immigrant's Odyssey to Canada, because I know that quite a number of you who may not be here in Canada already, you may be thinking of migrating, eh? And this book outlines the things you do, the things you don't do. Yeah. And so it will save you the pitfalls of what many of us went through. So it's good when you have someone that has gone ahead. And that's how we have maps, eh? That's how we have maps. So they can tell you, all right, this fork is in the middle of the road, and there's a river down there, and all of these wonderful things. So I want you guys to go out and find the book. Erica, please remind us where we can get the book.
Okay, for sure. So it is on Amazon, also on my website, odysseytocanada.com, and it's also at Brian's bookstore, which is at 36.5 to 38 Red Hills Road.
All right. So folks, you heard the different locations, both physically and on the web, where you can go and get the book, An Immigrant's Odyssey to Canada. So we're going to go out, we're going to buy the book. I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy the book, right? Because I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell you guys about the book. We're going to talk about it again, yeah? So I am encouraging everyone to go out and get the book. Jump on to her website and get the book. Erica, my final question. This is always my favorite question. What is your favorite food?
Okay, so that would be curry chicken and rice.
This is a first. I think this is a first. HGG family, isn't this a first? We've never heard this before.
Really?
No, 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 no. I don't think we've ever gotten curry chicken and rice before. I mean, we've gotten ackee and saltfish. We've gotten one of our guests, I think Kevon in Texas. I think his was barbecue. He loves the grill. All right. Yeah. I think yeah, you're the first curry chicken people. All right. So you see, this is why I love this segment, Balancing on Purpose. We get persons who are multifaceted, not only with what they do, but we're talking about their taste buds. All right. So I do love I love curry chicken too. It's kind of my go-to. I think it's so easy to do. So easy to do. Like you want a quick thing? Curry chicken. Yes, man. Curry chicken. All right. So you love the curry chicken and rice with what you like. In Jamaica, we say pear. Here you
Mm-hmm.
have to use avocado. So you get your pear with it too.
Oh, yes.
All right.
100%.
All right, all right. So, folks, we're talking to Erica Burnett, and we're having a wonderful conversation with her, talking about balancing how she does what she do, and it is just wonderful to hear her talk how she balances family with her entrepreneurship, with ministry, how she does it, and we've gotten some nuggets, and I hope that you guys, were taking notes. She talked about fun, faith, family, freedom, and finance. The five F's that she is governed by. So I want you guys to pay attention for those of you who are not yet walking in your purpose. It's still not too late. She said, go back to the maker. Essential. Go back to the maker. He'll know why he made you, for what purpose he made you. So we're going to be wrapping up. But I want to thank you, Erica, for coming on this morning. It is a pleasure just having you here with us one more time on HGG Read. I tell you folks that when it's nice, you have to do it twice. Yeah, so we had her on Monday. We talked more about the book, but today we're just talking about everything else that she does. So I want you guys to go out and find the book, support Erica. For those of you who are here in Canada or in the States and you want some financial advice, send us your information. Send in the question to HGG Radio, and we will be happy to connect you with Erica. And I'm sure she's able to guide you in the direction where you need to go, where your finances are concerned. All right. So I want to thank you for jumping on again, Erica, without hesitation. You said yes, didn't have to think twice. So without hesitation, you came back and you talked some more to us, and I really do appreciate it. And I'm gonna give you about 2 minutes to just wrap up with our listeners today?
Okay, so I just want to encourage everyone, if you are not already walking in your purpose, if you don't know what your purpose is, I mentioned earlier how you can discover your purpose, walk in your purpose. There are so many lives that are waiting to be affected by you and only you. And if you don't walk in your purpose, those lives are not going to be affected. They're not going to be impacted. And then you don't want to die without doing what you were created to do. And whether it be small or big, just do what you need to do. Whatever. I like also to say that always look at growth, have a growth mindset. Whatever you do, whether you have to start creeping, walking, then until you can run, just start something. Just do what you need to do. Don't wait. So, thank you so much for having me again, Pastor Odette. It was my pleasure being here.
Thank you again, Erica, for jumping on. I am seeing Janice is jumping on, and Janice is saying, "Blessings, Erica. Love what you said about ministry. It's not only on the pulpit, it's the life you live outside of church and the 5 F's." So, yes, somebody paid attention to the 5 F's that you gave. So, and the 5 F's. And she says, "Good job. Keep it up. God bless you." Stephanie jumped on. Stephanie said, "Awesome discussion." And then we have Leighton jumped on and he said, "Yes, loving the conversation." And yes, Andrea is asking, I'm going to give you this question. All right. Yeah, we have a question here. Andrea is asking, can you have a few purposes or just one? Put you in
We
the hot seat.
That's fine. We can have a few purposes because, of course, we can have more than one gifts. But what I find normally is that they will all tie in together. And for example, if say I'll use this example because this is true for me. If you like working with people, right? You'll wherever you can work with people, you're gonna work with people in whatever capacity you're going to work with people because you're looking overall on just impacting those lives and yeah, so that's what I believe. You can have more than one purpose. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Thank you so much again, Erica. And there is your answer, Sister Andrea. Sister Andrea is jumping in from London, England. So there is your answer. Again, thank you so much, Erica, for jumping on. And guys, remember, we talked about balancing on purpose. Remember what balancing is. It says it is to be in a position where you stand without falling on either side, and purpose is the reason for which something is done or created. All right. So we're going to be walking in our purpose. We're going to make sure that we're balancing on purpose. Yeah. You're not going to lean too much to the right or too much to the left. Be intentional with your walk. Right. But thank you again, Erica, for jumping on. It has been a wonderful conversation, and I look forward to what God is going to do with you in this time and in this season. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys.
Thank you, Lord.
You know, we just heard from Erica, and we know that
They wrote me off.
this
They
one,
thought I would die.
I know you haven't heard it in a
They
while.
tried to bury me.
Just want to say
When
to
I was
someone
alive,
that wherever you are,
they never know purpose
purpose cannot die. This one is Trey Taylor, and he says that purpose cannot die.
Yeah, they thought I would die. They tried to bury me when I was alive. They never know purpose gonna die. They thought I was hopeless, but I survived. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Purpose can't die. Purpose can't die. Purpose can't die. Purpose can't die. Mistreated and wounded, I got frustrated.
All right, so you know I'm going to be leaving Facebook and YouTube for now. And I want you to jump back over to HGG Radio, where we will continue with the morning flow. And I'm going to do something special today. You know, I wasn't on yesterday. And so I know that you guys on HGG Radio, you were waiting for your Throwback Thursday where you sent in your song requests. So for the remaining portion of the morning flow, guess what I'm going to do today? Tell you to send your song request in for today, Friday. I know it's not normal. I know that it's not a Thursday, but we're going to be ending the week this way, right? So I want you guys to jump back on HGG Radio. For those of you who are on Facebook, if you have not yet downloaded the HGG Radio app, go ahead and jump to your Google Play or your Apple Play and download the HGG Radio app. We are a 24 hours gospel station, and we are here sending up the praises to the King of Kings and to the Lord of Lords. I'm going to be signing off from Facebook so you can continue on HGG Radio with me. And I am going to be having the song request section this morning. Normally it is on a Thursday, but because I wasn't here yesterday, I don't want you guys to feel shortchanged. So jump onto HGG Radio, and you know the number. It is 825-343-4486. So that's 825-343-4486. You can send in your song request today, right? It is happening today. All right, so jump on to HGG Radio, where we are going to end our segments with you sending in your song requests. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Oh my goodness. Can you believe it? Miss Michelle, you're fussy, man. Lord have mercy. She just typed the thing so quickly before I could even jump on to see it. Her song request is already in. Good morning to you, Brother Orin. How are you doing? How are you doing? Brother Robert down there in Florida, South Florida to be exact. How are you doing this morning? We know that purpose cannot die. Yeah, purpose cannot die. All right, Sister Stephanie, I'm going to be signing off. So good to see you. But God bless you. God bless you. God bless you all. And do have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. For those of you who are here on Facebook, come on over to HGG Radio, where we're going to continue to send up the praises. Looking forward to seeing you. Remember, purpose can't die.
Purpose can't die.